Princess Serena, not Princess Serena, and today I thought it'd be fun to show you my pin New Year's resolutions, aka my ISOs I would love to acquire this year. Here's hoping it's a new year, 2022, and not 2022. I'm going to divide this video into subsections, one of which are pins that are already made, mostly authentic, although a couple fantasy thrown in there, that are out there. They're just waiting for me to find them and put them in their forever homes over here. And then the other half are going to be fantasy ISOs that have not even had a pre-sale yet, but I'm hoping to snag the pre-sales, or if not, then the in-hand, and have them in my collection by the end of the year. Because I am learning slowly but surely that pre-sales take a very, very, very long time and a lot of pin patience. I've been developing a little more. I have 8 pre-sales that I've been buying between July and now, and one of which is finally being shipped to the creator as we speak, and I cannot wait to show those throughout the year. Every time I see all of these creators' stories on Instagram, I'm like, click, like ignore everybody else, click, like please, is it ready? Is there an update? Is it being shipped to you? Is it ready for quality control? Like, oh my gosh. So without further ado, let's get into it. There's only 3 more Hannah Montana pins until I'm a complete a say what?
Hotshot Hollywood honcho, say what?
I just think it's so creative to have like Hannah on an iPod, just because like, you know, she sings, she's a pop star. And then there's a little Disney element there too. The pause and play and the volume buttons and everything are shaped as a Mickey head. Like, what a cute little detail. I love the white sparkle element on the guitar, and it's so gorgeous. And then paired with the pinks and purples of the name Hannah Montana. And I recently like redid my Disney Channel board here, and having all the Hannah Montana ones together and seeing all the pinks and purples together just is so pretty. And then this other one, I think it's called like a Summit pin. It came like with a pack, I think, and apparently it's limited edition, but we don't know how much. Honestly, this is my least favorite pin anyways. If I get them all without this one day, I won't be terribly upset, but if I do find it, I will go after it, but I am much more after the other 2. I put all my HSM pins on this board, and this board is literally perfect. I think, like, wouldn't this fit there perfectly? Like, there's only really one pretty big pin left, and it definitely is tall enough, the gap there for that, and then I think it would fit the rest, honestly. I did not include the new one that just came out in Disney World because I am getting that, just don't have it yet. But these are the rest, so technically I am 8 away, but an honorary 7. I really like the set of like Gabriella and then the Taylor and Chad, because I have the other 2, which is Troy alone, and then Sharpay and Ryan, and those are actually LE 250. And of course we gotta have I Heart Troy. Who doesn't heart Troy, excuse me? I thought I was different in naming my High School Musical Build-A-Bear Chad, because everyone I thought was gonna be naming it Troy or Gabriella, but I do heart Troy, I do. And then of course the DSSH one, that's like the massive one here. Like, it's massive for an official Disney pin. And I have the other 2 couples I was lucky enough to snag in 2020 over a trade, the same person. It's LE 300. Like, I did a bundle trade and it was amazing. Then we have my Phineas and Ferb ones over here, which they are making a few new ones as well. I have the Perry PTD. Those of y'all that are new, I sang the theme song. I was so excited. The LE 100 set, which is the 3 of them with like the roller coaster and Perry and Candace like screaming at them like, yo, you're gonna be busted. Like, when I first started putting my ISOs in American groups back in summer 2020, someone told me they had this set. I don't remember how much it was, but back then I did not work up towards where I am now. Like, it's been like a gradual journey, and I was like, no, not gonna happen. And I've never seen it again. Of course, it's LE 100, and like, if I saw that again one day, I would snag it so fast. And not just because it's super rare, honestly. It's a really cool set, like reminiscent of the first episode, like to a T. And it, oh my gosh, I love Phineas and Ferb. The humor, I feel like they were ahead of its time in the humor they had in a kid's show. And then I love the one of Perry just like being his like dumb pet persona, like with his eyes. It's so great. Also, can we talk about how Doofenshmirtz like doesn't know it's Perry until he has the fedora? It's like, a platypus? Perry the platypus. I wish there was a pin like that. Oh, and the Where's Perry one is honestly amazing because like that line has to be in every single episode. It's so interesting how this show like worked. Like in theory, like it's so many elements that have to happen in every single episode. How do you make them like remotely different? But it works somehow. These are the 4 that I have missing. I'm not like super determined to get them. I actually traded for every single one. I did not buy. Unless it's in the Canadian group, then I would buy. But I think it'd be cool if I could say that I traded for this whole set. Then I'm gonna show you my Once Upon a Time ISO. So this is fantasy, but they've been made for years now. The wanted poster is very low, limited edition size. Oh, I love it. It's pretty big from what I've seen on people's boards as well. It's because Snow White, it's not a spoiler or anything because it is in the first season, like probably the first or second episode. Snow White is actually like abandoned on the run. I just think it's a really interesting take on her character and the way her and Charming meet. And it says wanted for crimes against the queen, the evil queen. And I am still missing Robin and Charming. Charming, I will find you. I will always find you. And you will make your way back to Snow White because I have the matching Snow White one like this already, and she is on a similar background, but it's like a snowflake instead, and his is more of like a crown, and then they're facing together, and that's my dream on my board. And Robin, of course, I need Robin, please. Okay, before I put this next picture up, if you have not seen Tangled the series and want to, please skip to this time. I will be giving major spoilers just by showing you pictures of these pins. I highly recommend you do see this. I am going to do a whole video on my Tangled the series pin collection and thoughts on the show and all that jazz later this month. So feel free to binge it in between now and then and come back to this later because oh my goodness, these pins are stunning in detail, just like the show. It is so cool how character driven it is and how it's all about the like personal growth of the relationships between the 3 main characters and just like their personal things as well. And I'm keeping this as vague as possible, but it's getting hard too because I'm very excited. All right, okay, spoilers. 3, 2, 1. This is Cassandra, except for the bottom right, that is Rapunzel. And oh my gosh, I love the darker, like my vision initially for my board was like I just want all like kind of the darker pins, like the Moonstone cast and the dark incantation like of Rapunzel and everything, but then I started being obsessed with all the pins. So I think it's too late for me to turn back now. I am in love with the top pin here. So basically this pin represents the progression of the characters, and there's 3 main characters and then a side character that's a fan favorite that they made one as well. Cassandra is like my favorite character and my favorite story arc, and it's, yeah, I'm not gonna get into detail, but yeah. Beautiful. I'm not giving you all the spoilers here, just in case. But yeah, she has blue hair later in the show. What does that mean? The 2 matching ones at the bottom, I have not seen them anywhere. I really, really want them so bad. They are stunning. Imagine them together, please. I would be happy with one, but like, please, to get like, I'm manifesting it. It needs to happen. They're just gorgeous pin on pin pins. Yeah. I love the idea of having like Rapunzel go dark. Anyway, I'm gonna make a video, so I'm gonna stop there. Back into Disney Channel here. So I already have the Lizzie one from this creator. I will put all the creators' info here as well. I became really good online friends with her as well. She's so nice, and we bonded because I like found her fantasy pins. This one, the Penny one, she already has in hand, but I'm just waiting until the Kim one is done, and I'm just gonna get them shipped together. I've been, again, developing that pin patience since having all these pre-sales, so I'm like better able to be like, okay, I'm only gonna pay for shipping once here, but she's planning on making a ton. So like also her next one after Kim is gonna be Dave the Barbarian. I am obsessed that she's gonna do the characters that like Disney slept on for like merchandise. I need Jake the American Dragon in a pin. Please check her out. You can message her. Speaking of pin friends, I also became pin friends with this artist. So this isn't going to be the person that you're buying it from, but she's the one that made the pins. And then these 2 accounts are going to produce the pins. So Regina from Once Upon a Time, I'm obsessed that it's her in the vault, and that's like where she keeps the hearts. The Emma one, Regina is my favorite character, but of these two pins, I actually like the Emma one better. I'm surprisingly able not to be biased in these situations, but Emma, I love her car in the back and how it has like warm tones in the pin, like it has like the yellow kind of sunset and then her iconic red jacket there, and it's great. And she's definitely gonna make a hook, that is confirmed, and lots of other characters, hopefully all of them ever. I will be buying every single one. So happy that her art is going to be produced into a pin. I'm so happy. I'll continue the Once Upon a Time trend just to, you know, get it out of me. But this Regina, stop. Oh my god, I literally almost cried when this was posted. So one of my first pre-sales I ever got this summer was of the Emma version of this, which I'm hopefully gonna get in the next couple months, but they already showed a Evil Queen version, and I like this one even better. I mean, of course she's my fave, but I honestly think it's nicer. I've seen this pin creator like go around like their profile series, and there's just nothing I ever like collected, but now that I'm in a fandom and they're just started the Once Upon a Time series, it was perfect. Literally the Emma one like pre-sale was like August, and I finished the show in June, and I got into the pins in like end of June, July, so it was perfect and made me jump the leap into fantasy pins. I'm gonna probably have to get a board like that, honestly, for Once Upon a Time, and I'm not mad about it. It ended in 2018. It waited for me to join the fandom. They saw my pins, they're like, wait, she didn't watch it, even though she should, because hello, it is literally her dream show. It's Disney. Needless to say, I think I'm gonna do the Once Upon a Time video next month. Stay tuned. Thank you, universe, for waiting for me to produce these pins, and even the ones that you didn't wait for me for, I was able to get most of them. So yeah, I'm happy camper over here with Once Upon a Time pins. And then this is the Rapunzel one that goes with the Cassandra one, which if I can't get the Cassandra one, the Rapunzel one is my second fave out of the four for sure. And I'm gonna get it. And this one doesn't spoil anything. There was no spoiler alert, do not worry. I mean, this series takes place between the movie and the short where they get married. So like, it's obvious that her hair is gonna be brown by the end of the series, and it actually explains why it's blonde at the beginning. It's not random. Rapunzel's facial expressions are so accurate, like season 1, 2, 3, and then the end is her brown hair. Like all four of these pins, you really see their progression as characters, and not just their like situations and like plot, literally just like who they are as people. So the next two posts I'm going to show you are not confirmed to be made. They need more interest, so this is where y'all come in. If you are Once Upon a Time fans or Phineas and Ferb fans, please hit up these creators. And there's like a banner that says the Queen or the Savior or the Pirate, like for all the characters. And I think they did a great job in the artwork as well. And then this is the rest of them. And the beauty of this commitment group is you only have to commit to 6 out of the 10. And they're gonna be $20 each. And I asked, you don't have to get them one by one. You could just like wait to the end, so you only have to pay for shipping once. When you're international, that is always your friend, just waiting in bulk. Yeah, I would absolutely love these in my collection, and so many other people would as well. And if you would too, and you've never seen this because they are like a smaller page, please check them out. Are you kidding? A squirrel with Candace because there's squirrels in her pants. Tell me what's making you jump like that. S-I-M-P, squirrels in my pants.
I got no chickens, I got no rats. S-I-M-P, squirrels in my pants. Tell me how you can apply from government grants.
It's a bop, are you kidding? I was just jamming to that song in the shower before this video. Another Disney related New Year's resolution is of course to go to Walt Disney World. Please. I really want to go for the 50th. I know it doesn't end until April 2023, which is so wild. Seems so far away, but I'm gonna blink and it'll be 2023 already. And if you haven't already, please subscribe for more pin related content from me every Tuesday. I would love to know if you have any of these pins for trade or sale. Please let me know. Message me. And if not, I would love to know your biggest ISOs for this year. I always love to see people's collections and what they want and everything, but this video doesn't take away from what I already have. I am so happy with my pin collection, and I'm happy it's growing at a slower rate definitely in 2021 compared to 2020, which I did not capture on this channel, but it would have been a chaotic mess if I had, but it would have been interesting. But I'm glad I had like a base when I started this channel. As always, take care of yourselves and have a magical day. Bye.